Can you hear me now? What's up, FTFers? Today we're going to talk about multifunction and why you should build multifunction into your kit. Number one is space and weight efficiency. Multifunction items combine several functions into one. This reduces the number of items that you have to carry and that you have to keep up with. In addition, this can also reduce weight, and that's crucial for increased mobility and efficiency. Number two, adaptability. Let's face it, survival can be unpredictable. Having tools with multifunction allows you to adapt to different environments and situations that you can be more effective in. Number three, resourcefulness. With limited resources in a survival scenario, a kit that's built on multifunction allows you to improvise. It allows you to make the most of what you have by serving multiple purposes. Number four, redundancy. If one of your tools fails or is lost or is stolen, you still have alternatives. And if you have to rely on those tools, it will only increase your chances for survival. Overall, multifunction simply enhances the effectiveness and the utility of your kit. It just makes your kit more versatile and better suited for meeting the challenges that you may face. But despite all the good that comes with building multifunction into your kit, it can also get you into trouble. Let's use a poncho as an example. It can serve lots of purposes: rain gear, sheltering, gathering water, protecting fire supplies. You can use it as a ground cloth. You could use it as a barrier device for sitting on a wet log so you don't get monkey butt. And speaking of butts, let's say that you set up your shelter, now it's raining and you've got to go out and you've got to get supplies. Well, that sucks. Well, what if you added another piece of kit like this survival scarf from Tough Possum? The question is, what can you do with it? Well, as the name implies, you can use it as a scarf. It actually traps air. We know that air is the best insulator, and so it gives you the ability to thermoregulate, but it definitely does more than that. Remember, it's raining. We used our poncho as a shelter. Well, this scarf can help you out with that. So I'm standing up right now. If it was raining, what's gonna get wet first? It's gonna be my head, then my shoulders, and then gravity and wind, etc. is gonna do the rest. What I could do is I could take this scarf, I could throw it over my head and my shoulders, and that's gonna help protect me a little bit. If I've got a hat on, I can put it around my shoulders and I can use it kind of like a capote. And I'm definitely gonna be drier than I would have. I can also use it to protect against bugs and wind. I could also use it as an improvised mask, for when making deposits at the bank. More than that though, this thing is a container. You'll notice that one end of this is open and the other one is sewed. Now I can gather up things like fire supplies or wild medicinals or edibles. And if I want to, I can just throw it over my shoulder like Santa and carry my supplies. I could also use it as an improvised fanny pack and tie it around my waist. And if I had some cordage, I could tie it to the ends and then I could make a sling pack and carry all my stuff. I can use this for gathering up leaves, and then I can make myself a debris bed. When I was done filling this up, all I'd have to do is tie off the ends right here, and now I'd have a barrier device against me and the ground, and then I am definitely going to be more comfortable. I can also use it for processing tenders or collecting fine shavings. I can also fold it up, and now I've got something to sit or kneel on or fan the fire. I even see first aid applications like making a sling. We definitely can't overlook the inside of this thing. I mean, look at this, hunter orange, great for hunting, great for signaling for rescue. Yeah, come on. And really, when it comes to this product, I mean, you're really just limited by whatever your mind can come up with. It folds up nice and tight and it fits straight inside one of my cargo pockets. It's made with diamond ripstop, so it's really durable. Overall, this thing is like super functional and durable and lightweight, but you know what? I still have a problem with it. I mean, usually with multifunction items like this, I mean, they excel in some areas and then they really suck at others. For example, if I was going to use this to protect me from the rain, or I was going to make a debris bag, it would definitely fall short. So I went to Jayberry, the maker of this thing, and I said, bro, look at me. Big guy in a little scarf. So Jayberry, being the guy that he is, he went back, and when I met up again with him at demo days, he brought me this. Now we're talking. Haha, look at this thing. This will do everything that the little guy does and more. It's the same material, same design, but this one is 29 by 70 inches. Now I can use this as a bivy bag or a really comfortable debris bag. Oh, finally there's one that fits me. And it's actually large enough to actually protect me from the rain. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, how much bigger is it when you fold it up and how much does it weigh? Well, look at this. It's only 11 ounces and it still fits in my pocket. You know what the best part of it is though? It's quiet. I mean, seriously, how many of you have slept on a trash bag filled with debris? They are so loud. Every time you move, the birds and squirrels get pissed. They're not so good for a non-permissive environment, but this, it blends in really well. And if you wanted to be found, I mean, just look at that. Now, this isn't a commercial. There is no link. I don't make a penny off of this. I'm just telling you out of the goodness of my heart. I support businesses that care about the end user. The businesses that listen to people like me that are actually using the gear all the time. Really, it's about people that are just passionate about what they do. They produce quality gear that doesn't break the bank, and I only have to buy it once. In the end, emergency waits for no man. Even with the advancements of technology, emergencies still happen, and in some cases, they're actually worse. I think my friend Nick at Wazoo said it best. When you have the tools and resources to solve your own problems, it's empowering. It changes your perspective on everything. Little hurdles just become small bumps in the road, and large hurdles, they just get a little bit smaller. A huge part of being prepared is having a kit with capability of solving lots of problems rather than just a few. And you don't have to carry a bunch of gear as long as you put a little bit of thought into it. Take this Bic lighter, for example. It's a lighter, I've got Gorilla Tape, and I've also got a Ranger band to protect it. It's a good idea to combine things, like my WC Mini, for example. I put a Viking spark, so now I can sharpen the blade, and I also have a ferro rod in case I need to start a fire. And even if you don't want to make things, you can buy things like this multi-tool, for example, that have things like saws and screwdrivers and picks and can openers and scissors. And the best part on this one is definitely the pliers. One of my favorite pieces of kit that I carry is actually my Wazoo cash belt. I've got over 30 pieces of survival gear inside the belt. I always have it on and it always goes with me. It doesn't matter if I stuff my pockets full of stuff or not, I've always got what I need in my belt. And if you want to get really creative with it, you can make something like I did with my watch right here. What are some of the things in your kit that you've combined to actually save space and weight? If you're hunting smack digging the video, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and until next time, keep fueling those fires. Do you want premium ad-free content? Duh. Content that's not censored by big tech, of course. Well, with SD Insider, you can get behind the scenes and a whole lot more. Link in the description.